Hollywood, it's Hollywood. This shit ain't real.
Hey.
Say, baby, it's Hollywood. This shit ain't real. Really in the street. These niggas in the street, they ain't real. These niggas Hollywood. They Beverly Hills. These niggas sucking dick for a deal. I'm dying on my feet before I take a kneel. But my little lady, she from Lottie. Don't start the episode, shorty.
It's already kicked off.
This episode.
When you get through.
5.
4.
Tell you.
Yeah.
Back to back on the folks.
Bike to bike.
Consistency, we trying to run them numbers up.
Run it up.
Anyway.
We're going to kick some current events off first.
Go ahead.
All right. Another update on the Shanquella Robinson story. The feds is making some progress in the shits. And I really feel like, at this point, they're looking for who the direct aggressor was, which is clear and evident in the video. You can totally see. It was supposed to be a birthday celebration. It wasn't even no fucking birthday celebration for real. Wow. So it's just like, again, I'm going to say this every time I feel like I reference Shorty, like, motherfuckers do not really love you for real. Certain ones. You got to be really careful of like just the people who you in cahoots with, because some motherfuckers really be envious of you whole time. Not really on no, I want to be your friend because it's I love you as a friend. Like, it's more on some opportunities.
Some female shit. Niggas different than that. You feel what I'm saying?
That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to women. You don't really,
niggas ain't hanging around no fake ass friends, man.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, like, shit, hey, once I see you flaw, you're out of here, goofball ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Once I see you flaw, you're gone.
Yeah. So just they starting to make more advances in their charges of femicide, which
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know why it has to be a separate term when
women,
it's universal.
y'all extra. Women extra as hell. Y'all need a new term for everything. Why it ain't homicide? Why we ain't got homicide? Why is just homicide for us?
I mean,
and it's femicide for you.
Home means man.
No, it don't. That's a lie. You know how many times I've seen somebody die on the female side of the game and they was like, this a homicide?
But no, I'm saying it's a general term. Man is like us. Right? Human.
No, I don't get that.
That's what the word means. But I'm just, if it's an umbrella term that fits everybody in it, why did it need to be?
That's exactly what I just said.
That's what I'm saying.
As women, why do y'all need y'all own term for what mean exactly the same thing for the both of us?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
But nah, man. I ain't shit. It ain't about me wanting justice or not. But shit, that shit that happened, that's bogus. So anything that come behind that is just what come behind that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Some wild shit. Definitely wild. But you got your turn. You gotta kick some off.
Go ahead, hit them.
Was really I know y'all heard about the shooting. Like we referenced it, that Club Q shooting at the LGBTQ plus bar. Yeah. The dad, they had an interview, and I'm not laughing at the situation at all because we know that this is like a sensitive subject. The dad was interviewed, and he was more so showing how elated he was that his son wasn't gay. Not any remorse towards the death.
My mama, shoot who you want to shoot.
Just
don't goddamn be sucking dick out here. You know what I'm telling you.
He was like, when I say a sigh of relief.
Nah, I don't agree with that. He bogus, but
as fuck.
Yeah, he all the way bogus, man. That whole situation wrong. I don't give a fuck where you come from, where you going, who you had sex with, who you love. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I want peace for everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest thing. Like I said, I don't want to say that on the podcast, but that's why people shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. But you could literally just see like a sigh of relief in him. If you watch the video, you can pull it up. But yeah, that was just some wild shit. To just not, to disassociate what he did and more so just be happy of what he's not, like from a sexual side of things. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, moving along. Yeah. Pop your shit. Oh, talk about Natalia Bryant. I think that's how you say her name. Natalia Bryant, Kobe Bryant daughter.
Yeah.
So she got a 32-year-old stalker. And recently he just bought an AR. I guess that's alarming to them, so they got to ramp up their security. But my thing is that this nigga been stalking her for years. So before Kobe died, they knew about this shit.
So why
my thing is whatever Kobe was doing to protect her, why ain't that still going on?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just point blank period. And the whole Bryant family need to be protected. One, y'all having too much paper. Too much paper on my mama. Strap up. All securities, ARs, all that. Do what y'all got to do. But they having too much paper. And just regardless of that, motherfuckers need to hold them at to a higher standard, bro. Like they, you know what I'm saying? It's the Bryant family.
Yeah.
Kobe my nigga. I'm a Kobe fan. Everybody wasn't
for sure
fucking with Kobe like that, but I'm a Kobe nigga, man. It's the Bryant family, bro. That's a legacy. We gotta make sure they protected at all times.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's people doing enough. If this is even a thing where you feel so alarmed, like this shit, she shouldn't even have to be concerned with shit like this.
Right, that's a fact.
At all, especially when you got that much fucking money.
Facts.
So
next topic. Oh, that boy NBA YoungBoy said he finna sell his whole hard drive full of music. He want 100 M's for that shit. He said if he get it, he retire. Hey, Top go crazy. I ain't gonna play with nobody. Like, man, that nigga go crazy. He worth 100. If I had 100 to give him, I'm giving it to him. Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Give me all that. You know what I'm saying? And to be quite honest, he the number 2 artist to me. And that's debatable. You know what I'm saying? 1 or 2 is Drake.
Is your number
Top,
1?
You know, no, I'm not saying they ain't my favorite, but I'm saying like as far as who at the top of hip hop right now.
Yeah.
I'm taking Drake and Top. You know what I'm saying? Them top two niggas. Niggas can sleep on YoungBoy all they want. And I feel like he is a hater. Point blank period. But fuck that. You can't deny them numbers, but like niggas, they checking for that young nigga for sure. But I'm just saying they at the top of hip hop. They ain't my favorite. You know, I'm rocking with Thug, Kodak, shit like that. But I respect Top though. He do his shit. For sure.
You had there was something that kicked off. This black teacher was kind of like oiling up kids' faces, like, you know, some of the black kids' faces. You might like crust in their eyes or on the corners of their mouth type shit before school pictures was taken. And there was a lot of mixed reviews. Some parents was just like applauding him, like, you know, he was, you know, showing them self-care and, you know, just making sure that you on point before you get out here taking pictures and shit. Right. And then other ones was like, you know, don't be putting shit on my kid's face. And just me being a Libra, of course, I see both sides of it. Like, I see the love he was trying to show them kids. But also at the same time, kids' allergies be different. I don't know what the fuck you putting on my kid's face, so I really don't want that. Mm-hmm. But it was just like you see more people kind of just mad.
I don't want no grown-ass person rubbing oil on my kids. I'm sorry. Like, it's just, niggas be weird nowadays.
Yeah.
Be having fixations and shit. Don't use my children to get it off. Don't touch my kids. If they ashy, if I sent them to school ashy, and they just ashy as fuck, let them be who they gonna be.
Let them come home ashy.
If I wasn't worried about it, you don't be worried about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely so. I know you had some other shit to kick.
Nah, hell no. I had everything on the topics that I was on. Oh, yeah. One more topic. I was gonna ask you something. What meal traumatized you as a child that you ain't fucking with today? Like, oh no, I ain't touching it.
Pork and beans.
I don't think I ever really got into them.
Like, I don't eat pork, but like hot dogs and baked beans mixed together. Like chopped up hot dogs in the baked beans. No, I'm good. It's not even that I'm too good for it. It's just like,
You is bougie though.
Huh?
You bougie though.
You breaking up bad.
Do that shit. Motherfucker gonna steal that little swag.
You breaking up real bad. You
Motherfucker
breaking
gonna
up.
steal that little swag. Hey, I gotta say, Salisbury steaks. I hate them bitches with a passion.
Yuck.
On my mama. Kill them all. Throw them all in the garbage.
Yeah.
I hate Salisbury steaks and pork chops. Like, I used to have to eat them as a jit. Today I don't eat no pork, but
yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah, Levine used to run pork chops.
Nigga, I wouldn't eat a motherfucking Salisbury steak with a gun in my head. Oh, my mama, go on, blow that bitch. I'm straight. I'll holler at y'all later on in the next one.
But like my mom, she cooked every day. Like, so it was just like I didn't really have many things that I could look back on and be like, I hated when we had to eat that. You know? So Salisbury steak is definitely a yuck.
Yeah, for sure. I got a long list of shit that I ain't fucking with. I ain't fucking with noodles today neither.
I was just about to say, give me another one.
Noodles, nah, I ain't fucking with no noodles.
But would you eat like, I don't want to be bougie, but like if a motherfucker like made ramen, like would you eat that?
Yeah,
like legit
real
ramen.
You did. I'm talking about.
You talking about pack of noodles.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers got like 2,000 grams of sodium in one fucking pack.
Yeah, I be seeing motherfuckers on Instagram fixing their toilets and sinks with the shit. You sink that shit?
No.
Man, they using noodles to do all type of shit. They
to fix
the folks gonna know what I'm talking about. They know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Where the motherfucker use the noodles to fix the sink and the
I seen that.
Toilets and shit like that.
Yeah.
Tell you, boy, you putting that shit in your body. What you think you doing when you get through? Tell you.
Yeah, not it. You want to hit them with the topic?
Go ahead.
Standard of beauty. Yeah. Standard of beauty. I'm going to define it. Simple terms. The standard of beauty is essentially a variable standard of what it means to be attractive or what is contingent on the female beauty like ideals or what represents or presents beauty in a given culture. I feel like this is going to be able to be spun in so many different ways.
Topic. You see how you put all that shit on the goddamn come on the show? I got a wife beater on, titties hanging out.
This is also who I am.
Yeah. I put it on too now, but I just feel like these folks gonna get me how they get me. Tired when you get through, but motherfucking nah, you gotta explain standard of beauty to me a little bit.
So, like what society deems as beautiful. You know, we in a European setting, right? So it might be the longer hair or the skinnier woman, the more leaner woman, or I don't know, like colored eyes. Like, you know, there's a big fixation, especially like within us, like we got colorism bad within the black community, like on some light skin is this and superior in this way, or, you know, motherfuckers even infatuated with having mixed children. We can even do that, like, because you want your kid to have curly hair or colored eyes or fair complexion. Like, It's definitely still house nigga, field nigga versus type shit. We don't see that.
How you feel about the standard of beauty and what's wrong with it, if you feel anything is wrong with it?
What I feel is that what people gonna deem beautiful what they deem beautiful. Right. What I think is beautiful and what somebody else thinks is beautiful should be able to coexist without either of us being wrong.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So there's certain people who wouldn't find me attractive because I'm a big girl, and that's okay. Like, people got their fucking preferences. There's certain people who don't find me attractive because I'm darker complected, like, and that's also fine with me. There's certain people who don't like the fact that my hair is natural, but there's also the same people who don't like me for the shit. There's a slew of motherfuckers who love me for the shit.
I got a theory on this shit. So what people don't understand is, like, attraction come in phases. It's hard to explain what I'm saying. Like,
break that shit down.
Like, right now, for the black community, I think on the male side, women think the attraction to them is fat asses. You feel what I'm saying? And then vice versa. Vice versa. I think women think that niggas, rah niggas win. You feel what I'm saying? Like, street niggas in general like that. But I'm finna tell women in general, right? Everybody going to get their body done and all that good shit, that's cool. I'm not to shame nobody. Do what the fuck you want to do. But in general, I'm telling women that it's going back to naturalness. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's coming back to that. Like, it's so many fake asses that we can't appreciate the women who still got real asses, because we don't know that we ain't really knowing the difference no more. And other than the women who botch, but we finna lose appreciation for women with real asses because everybody can go buy one, if that make any sense. You know what I'm saying? And
being natural is going to be more of the anomaly than anything.
Because everybody want to buy an ass, buy some hair, and boo out the bam. Then therefore everybody starts to look the same. And one thing that I be trying to tell women is niggas, they be like, oh, niggas like this, niggas like that, niggas like variety.
Yeah.
Point blank period. We like variety. If everybody start looking the same, we gonna start looking at women who look different as unicorns. The women who cut their hair off and go natural. The women who with the froze. The women, you know what I'm saying? We gonna start looking at them as unicorn, natural body motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Put it like this, right? So I ain't got no tattoos on my body and shit like that. I remember somebody told me something. It was an older female. She was like, "There's so many motherfuckers getting tatted up. After a while, you gonna be the one that's unique, because you don't have any. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I kind of understood what she was saying, and I feel the same way about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Women and how they choose to and be your motherfucking self.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, it's coming back to the natural shit. Get your natural hair together. Start nourishing that shit. If you feel like you should have a certain type of body type, go in the gym and do that shit your motherfucking self. Point blank period. It ain't never been shit in life that I cheated to get that I didn't have to pay for later. And that's a fact.
Say that shit again.
That's in general. I don't even know what I just said, but you understand what I'm saying.
Motherfuckers, that's a run back.
Putting you down.
Like, that shit is real. Like, I feel like in a lot of cases, and it's not generalizing people, but when society is moving with a trend, if you feel like you don't fit that trend, you're going to do what you need to do in order to get in that, put yourself in that circle. So you do see an influx of more women going to get surgeries and whatever else to feel. I don't know what they do it for. That's not for me to decide.
It's for them because it ain't for us. We don't, hey.
But I know a lot of women who...
I know a woman with a fat ass booty right now, mad as hell at her nigga because he just fucked a flat booty asshole. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I mean by women think they know so much about what niggas like. Niggas like variety. I don't want too much of the same shit too much no time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But to each. Do what you gonna do for you, man. All I'm saying is do what you gonna do for you. I ain't tripping. I ain't hating on nobody. You wanna get your ass done, do it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah. You know
but where do you feel like, okay, in your opinion, you said women do it for them. Like, can you unpack that? Like,
because it ain't for us. Point blank period. It's not for us. Niggas that done fucked a fake ass know what I'm talking about. That shit ain't for us. It ain't. Point blank period. That shit ain't for us, bro. Like, women be feeling like, my partner done did this shit. I might as well go do it. Woo out the man, this and that. Hey, trying to tell you, that shit don't come with nothing but regrets. And I'm speaking from shit I know. Trying to tell you, I'm having my way with a lot of shit. So I see this shit all the time. When you get through, then I'm going to tell you the biggest thing with this shit. So, you know, I be telling you all the time, the thing about social media is that you only see highlights of motherfuckers' lives.
Please break that shit down.
When y'all be going to get y'all body did and shit like that, notice that the other women who go do that shit and that encourage y'all to do that shit, notice how they only post their wins. They don't post their losses. I'm the nigga who be fucking these hoes on the back end. I get to see the pictures of when them hoes bleeding to death. I get to see the pictures of when they botched and shit didn't go right. I get to know when they gotta go back and get this shit done again. You feel what I'm saying? They don't show that shit to other women, or they don't put that shit on social media.
They just show the success of it.
They only show the success stories, and they don't tell a motherfucker how they had to go 2-3 times to have a success story.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's where I feel like the cap at. Like I said, I ain't shaming nobody, I ain't hating on nobody. Do what you want to do. My thing is just give motherfuckers the real. You feel what I'm saying?
So they know the experience, what they getting into, because that's gonna be a different episode in and of itself. That, you know, social media is capped, because people don't do that. Like, people get online every day. Don't nobody really be vulnerable enough to share. I do. That's why I came on this motherfucker and talk about anything. I talk about my porn edition. Niggas ain't finna. Every nigga probably went through that, and they ain't gonna be honest enough to say no shit like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't give a fuck about what a motherfucker think about me. Black people in general, we got real issues that we need to fucking talk about. All this sweeping shit under the rug, I ain't never had that shit in my body. That's a fact. Yeah. it takes a lot of fucking vulnerability, but also transparency. But you can't give vulnerability or be transparent in an area that you're not aware of yourself. And I could say that for sure. A lot of motherfuckers lack self-awareness.
Hey man, I know who I am.
But that's not everybody's story.
For sure.
That's not everybody's story. But back to the colorism thing. Like, we got society efforts trying to pull the black man away from the black woman, tearing the black community apart, right? They winning at that shit. We just gonna be for real. But our own internal struggles when it comes to comparing ourselves to each other, counterproductive.
Man, I could talk about colorism. I'm a black ass nigga. I'm talking about, and my daddy even blacker. You feel what I'm saying? But when I was growing up, like in school and shit, you a jit going to school, you younger, elementary, middle school, whatever. Women like light-skinned niggas. That's just in general. B2K looking ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All that. I ain't get fine to women till I got in my older age, maybe high school, different type of shit like that. I think that's when they started getting into dark-skinned niggas and different type of shit like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's a real thing. I don't think like...
I feel like a lot of times people are going to hear the term standard of beauty and think just women. Yeah. It is not exclusive to women. Because you just broke the shit down.
Yeah, for sure. Motherfuckers wasn't... Most women, when I was growing up, most women wasn't studying no dark skin nigga. That's a fact. They don't like dark skin niggas till they get older and learn something else about them. Oh, this, or believe a stigma about them. Oh, dark skinned niggas this, dark skinned niggas that. You feel what I'm saying? But the stigma shit come from y'all picking sides anyway. Like shit, all that. Oh, that's some light skinned shit. That come from niggas getting hated on 20. They come from dark skinned niggas getting hated on all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, oh yeah, now you niggas Geechee. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's how that shit go. But all that shit be stigmas and shit. Yeah. And a lot of times that ain't shit true. I know a light skinned nigga that'll bust your head open just as fast as I will. So that ain't.
He wear black forces.
I don't know what he wear, but
shit. But yeah, you just broke the shit down. Standard of beauty definitely exists for men and women, and I feel like whatever's glamorized, whatever's put out there as what's beautiful or what's handsome or what's desirable, that's naturally what people are gonna want. When they don't fucking know what they like.
I ain't never let society dictate what I like.
But that's also because you're aware.
Everything. I like women in general, from head to toe. Everything about them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know some beautiful women that ain't got no ass. I know some beautiful top-heavy women. I know some beautiful big women. Mm-hmm. I know some beautiful thin-ass women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know some beautiful bald women. I know some beautiful women with long hair. I know some beautiful women with fake hair. I know some beautiful women with fake asses. Yeah. It's the variety is just ridiculous. Like, but if you love women in general, you're going to find something beautiful about everything. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's just how I personally feel. I could be wrong, but...
no. You can't be wrong when you're honoring yourself, really. But what I strongly believe is that when you recognize the beauty within yourself, it makes it easier for you to recognize it in somebody else.
I never played colorism when it came to females. Like light-skinned women, they was fine. Dark-skinned women, they was fine. You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit, it's just...
If I'm attracted, I'm attracted.
Even that. It's just, I really love women. So everything about a motherfucker, woo out the damn. Like, I know motherfuckers be talking crazy like, man, nigga okay, so put it like this. I don't trip on what a nigga do to a woman. Like, shit, you eat ass, you eat ass. You suck toes, you lick toes. You feel what I'm saying? Because I understand. When you really into a woman and you love everything about that woman, you might lick every part of her body. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just a motherfucking fact. I don't get into that. It be niggas who be shaming and different type of shit, body shaming and talking crazy and shit like that, where I be like, hey, you might fuck around like dick, bro. Real shit. That's just, I'm just keeping it real. Point blank period. Because I don't look for flaws in women. Like, shit, the flaws gonna come from up here. But if physically... I can find something beautiful about damn near everyone.
Everybody,
It's hard to explain what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's real shit. You kind of broke that shit down, like certain sizes. Like, do you feel that because of what society projects as beautiful, it causes a lot of people who might not have the awareness that you have to limit, I don't want to say their options, but you know what I'm saying?
You gotta be more specific.
If society projects XYZ as beautiful, but you really like ABC, you kind of, it's self-sabotaging.
As a man, if you going off of what society tell you is beautiful, you finna be gay in a few years. No shame on the LGBTQ community. I ain't one of them. I ain't homophobic at all. But what I'm saying is if we following society standards of what beauty is, niggas finna be geeky as hell. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I never been one of them niggas that fall into it, plain blank period. I don't have motherfuckers shame me for liking big girls or whatever, nothing like that. Like, you can't shame me for what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like, plain blank period. I ain't never did nothing on earth that I'm ashamed of. Plain blank period. I done did some shit I ain't proud of, but as far as the shame, I ain't ashamed of nothing. Which is why I got a podcast. I come and talk about anything because I don't got no shit under my belt that I'm really shameful of.
For sure.
But I think it's kind of, if you let another man dictate what you like, that ain't weird to you?
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Like, how
I find more women do that though.
Yeah, you might like somebody, and then your friend be like, this nigga.
And then now all of a
you be
sudden
like, you don't like him either.
Not me now, but I could say that in the past, it's been definitely something like, I would like somebody be like, oh well, he's, they don't find him attractive, or they don't find him. They don't like whatever they don't like about him. And then now you over here kind of just like, oh, hey, do I like this nigga? Is it okay for me to like this nigga? Like, you almost need permission to like what you like, and that's not the space I flow from anymore.
You can't give me permission to do nothing on earth. Tell you, I'm one of them ones. And I know that. When you really believe that shit in your heart, it ain't that society shit don't move you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Just in general. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. I ain't got no show to put on for nobody. I'm just me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell me what I'm supposed to like, point blank period. When on the big girl side of the game, I don't have no problem with them. My thing is that I just want everybody healthy. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Like, I don't find big girls unattractive. I find gluttony unattractive. You feel what I'm saying? If you at the dinner table and you eating crazy and different type of shit, I'll find that unattractive more than you being out of shape. Right. You know what I'm saying? Plain like period. And then me personally, if I'm gonna date a big girl, I'm also gonna put her in position to be healthier in general. Right. Hey, I'll go to the gym with you. I'll put that work in with you. I'm that type of person. It's some niggas ain't on that type of time. You know what I'm saying?
Or just even suggesting certain shit. Now, everything that you suggest to a person, they might not take heed to. But it's all about kind of just like what you put out there. For real.
I mean, that's with anything. I can give you the knowledge. It's up for you to apply it. You know what I'm saying?
That's real shit. And I feel like, in cases like for myself, it would be motherfuckers who would like me, but not publicly like me. And I feel like it was just because, standard of beauty, you not supposed to like me according to society. And if you a society ruled motherfucker, it's going to cause you to not be able to honor what it is that you really like. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
I've had motherfuckers who would like me in the closet like me. Like, I really fuck with you, shorty. Like, you beautiful, woo, woo, but not outside.
That ain't never been me, because I done seen a big girl come through and be finer than all the little hoes that's put together.
But I've always presented myself how I present myself, though. Yeah. I'm just saying it would more be the confidence of the man. So it also kind of became a thing like, I can't fuck with nobody who don't have the capacity to love me out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't fuck with nobody
that's a woman thing too, and that's kind of narcissism to me. Like, if a motherfucker love you, I ain't gotta put it on social media and all that. I'm not
saying on social media. You taking what I'm saying out of context. I'm saying you don't need to post a motherfucker that you dating for them to know love, that they love by you. I'm saying, do you want to be like to even want to be seen with your partner in public, kind of a thing? Or is it you just coming over here at nighttime when ain't nobody really knowing and you just kind of sneaking in fuck on me type shit.
And you done
leave.
had them situations.
I've had that, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, the nigga don't fuck with you. If
That's
I slide, and I'm on some late night shit, I don't never want to be seen with you. We ain't going nowhere, though. None of that extra shit. It's one or two things. I don't want to be seen with you, or I just feel like you ain't the type of person that need to be seen with me. One or the other, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people will listen to that and think it's the same thing, but it's
break
two
the
different
shit down.
things. If I don't want to be seen with you, that's really insecurities with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I got my own insecurities and I don't want to be seen with this and and I'm worried about how other people look.
Yeah.
If I don't want you seen with me, it's about I hold myself up into an integrity that you don't. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, shit, hey, I ain't having no, I'm not, my example, I'm not walking in no party with a hoe on my arm. Like, I'm not saying, like I said, women can do what they want to do. Let me not do that. But when you know what I mean when I say that, like I'm not taking it's hard to explain what I'm saying. But like I said, if I'm tripping about you being on if I'm worried about being seen with you, then that's insecurity. If I'm worried about you being seen with me, that's just me worrying about who I am as a person. Like, man, that ain't what I'm on. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, shit.
That's not the setting for that.
Two different things. It ain't even about the setting for that. It's just them two different things. Like, nah, you ain't at the space where you need to be seen with me. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
That's totally different than me being embarrassed to be seen with her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one thing is not really predicated on the other. For sure. And I also think, too, celebrity glamorization has a big thing to do with standard of beauty. Like, you looking at yourself as a regular motherfucker who wake up every day, punch a clock, to a celebrity who got hairstylists, who got fitness coaches, who got fucking people who coordinate their meals, and you can't compare yourself to that. Like, I know men probably don't really do much of that, but I know women do. You get on social media, you looking at the Kardashians, you looking at them, and you looking at this, and you looking at motherfuckers who be made up, and comparing yourself as a regular motherfucker. You not one of them to compare yourself to. If I got online every day and I looked at celebrity lifestyle, I'd be depressed as fuck. Seeing a fake image of what they really are. Because them motherfuckers ain't even really like that. But that's what they project to be.
I don't know them to say that or say that. It's to not say that. Like, it ain't even about that. It's that we shouldn't have this much access to other people's lives. Like, I don't think people really understand. That's the issue with social media. It ain't none of this other shit we be talking about. The fact that I can see this much into your life, and then on top of that, the fact that you only gonna show me your highlights. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what be causing depression, making motherfuckers want to be like motherfuckers, different type of shit like that. You watching motherfuckers
You're not
highlights,
seeing the lows.
and it makes you feel like, hey, I'm supposed to be this, or I'm supposed to be that,
or have this. Yeah.
When in actuality, you're not supposed to have this much access to another person's life.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You're just not.
Yeah.
But we all got access to each other's lives. We all see each other popping shit. I seen you post some shit yesterday. I'm like, yeah, shorty put it on. You know what I'm saying? Who out the band? Yada yada. But in general, I think we just use social media in an unhealthy way. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that shit that cause depression, that shit that cause anxiety, this shit cause a lot of shit,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, causes you to kind of feel inferior.
Facts. Motherfucker lose their mind. And then on the other side of shit, it cause people to think that they more
than what they are?
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I be telling motherfuckers, everybody better humble their motherfucking self and try your best to be the best humanitarian you can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's real.
I don't understand, man. God don't give a fuck about none of that shit we talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? None of that shit we talking about. And that's just a fact.
I'm definitely big on like how my interactions with people make them feel. You know? It's one thing to be beautiful, but like I had posted some shit the other day, like if a motherfucker were to look at you on the inside, does your inner reflect your outer?
Right.
You know? Motherfucker can be beautiful as fuck on the outside, but inside, like how you treat people, how you talk to people, how you handle people, to me that speaks a little bit more of your character. It is your character. Motherfuckers can look at you and see beauty, but they don't know the beauty in you until they get to rap with you, be around you. How do I feel when I'm fucking around you? I've been in cases with people like that, like, you know, where they're beautiful on the outside, but I'm like, man, I can't wait to get the fuck away from this bitch.
Oh, no, for sure. I got an ex-girlfriend like that. Just the finest thing walking. Bitch, bitch treated me like shit. You feel what I'm saying? I knew for a fact, like 8-9 months into the relationship, like, man, I'm not finna stand for this. I'm one of them. I'm one of them ones when you get through. So you can't walk on me.
Transparency moment. Like, what was it that she did to make you feel like she didn't?
You can't nag me too much, point blank period. Right. And I'm the type of nigga that the minute I don't feel appreciated, I'm getting the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? I'm having motion.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'll go somewhere else to feel appreciated for sure. I'm not finna do everything for you and go out my way for you and for you to just be like, oh, this what the fuck you supposed to do.
And not reciprocate?
Tell you, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. That's just me. I don't give a fuck. And I had real love for shorty. Like, shit, I don't give a fuck about how much I love you. None of that extra shit. I come before anything.
Yeah.
If I come before my children. When I say that shit, motherfuckers do not like, I come before my children. If I'm not mentally who the fuck I'm supposed to be, how am I supposed to raise my children? You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit, I gotta make sure I come first. Point blank period. And everybody should be that way in their life. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. Make sure you come first with everything. I mean, make sure you there. Make sure you mentally there. Make sure you okay. Make sure, you know what I'm saying?
You checking off your own boxes.
Right.
For sure.
Right? Or if you ain't okay, ain't shit else that you got anything to do with gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a fact. I'm putting me first. Ain't no bitch finna come in my life, excuse my language, ain't no woman finna come in my life and make me feel like, oh, this what you supposed to do, because I'm one of them. Shorty was one of them that just thought, I'm fine, I'm supposed to have all this. Bitch, I'm fine too. When you get done, having plenty of emotion, I'm one of them. When you get done, sexy as hell. When you get done, all that.
That's real shit.
Flaws and all. Bitch, hey, bitch gonna eat me. When you get through,
that's a fact.
You can't come at me with no, this what you supposed to do. I'm one of them. On the female side of the game. But I feel like we supposed to equally yoke each other. You feel what I'm saying?
That is real shit.
When I feel like you exhausted my resources without appreciating me, I'm gonna get the fuck away from you. And that's just a fact.
Yeah. Resources, energy, all of that. Because my ex is on that. Like on some, I'm a giving fucking person by nature. I'm gonna want to enhance whatever your situation is. I'm going to want to try to lighten your load in whatever ways that I can. Like, that's just who I am. But when a motherfucker get used to some shit that they never really experienced on that level, a motherfucker going to try to suck you dry. Because it feels good to them. I know I could be a feel-good space for motherfuckers who never really had that.
What if you ain't, though?
I was that to him. That's what I'm talking about. Not everybody. I might not be a good feel good space to everybody, and I'm okay with that.
How you know you was a feel good space?
Because he told me this. He could be fucking lying.
Niggas be lying.
I'm saying, but
niggas
like it was almost on some just never wanted to be away type shit, and it was just also too. You could tell that outside of him being here, he didn't really have like. That's also to the importance of like having a happiness of your own, because it's not for your partner to bring you happiness. And I feel like that's definitely a topic that we could probably dig into. I mean, we can kind of take tangents on episodes,
I can't relate
whatever.
To that. As a man, I love isolation. Leave me the fuck alone. I think women talk too much.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, leave me the fuck alone. We interact with each other outside the podcast. I ain't got too much to say outside the podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're not like a big talker.
Nah, I ain't got shit to say. And I think one women, you gotta be fake with women. Like, you gotta laugh at all they goofy ass jokes. You gotta this and that and different type of shit. And I just be like, I'd rather be by my, you know what I'm saying? I like isolation. Like, man, I need me some me time. I understand if, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship, you need to cater to your lady and different type of shit like that. But she also need to cater to the fact that, hey, get from around me sometimes, shorty. Like, point blank period. Like, hey, let me get some space. Let me be a guy. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Smoke my weed. Point blank period. Let me play the game. Let me goddamn get on the PC. Let me goddamn go kick it with the guys. Let me be me. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like too, in a lot of cases, like women feel like when they do get in relationships that they gotta shift all the shit that they were into. They gotta reduce that, or they gotta be more present in their relationship because, God forbid, you stop fucking doing everything that you feel you should stop doing because you're in a relationship. Like, I gotta stop talking to my girls as much, or I gotta stop going out as much. Like, you do compromise. There's a level of compromise there, but at the same time, like, I feel like that's kind of what a lot of women do. They start to shift themselves a lot. And just observation of their partner.
Yeah, my biggest thing as far as like in a new relationship, keep them folks out of our shit. You feel what I'm saying? Plain blank period. Don't integrate your friends and all that extra shit into our relationship, because I'm the type of nigga, I'm gonna do something wrong. I'm gonna make a mistake. I'm not perfect. One of them niggas who trying to act perfect. No, none of that. I'm going to, if we in a long-term relationship, I'm gonna make a motherfucking mistake. And the thing is that when I make that mistake, I want to deal with just you. I don't want to deal with
everybody else.
Your friends, me having something to say about it, your mama having something to say about it, your grandma having something to say about it. Cause fuck all them. And then when I say fuck all them and only deal with you, they gonna take offense to it, and this shit bleed into the children and all that. Man, motherfucker gotta understand this shit deep. That's why I be trying to tell motherfuckers, hey, I'm not gonna stop nobody from being nobody. Just make sure you know the difference between, hey, these your partners and you got a relationship too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, know the difference and keep them kind of separate. Like,
for sure.
Point blank period. And I'm coming from a space where I'm just now being able to be friends with my girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, shit. Before
versus having shit mixed together.
If we friends, I'm gonna try to fuck you. And 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be successful. You feel what I'm saying? So I be trying not to integrate them two things. You got you and your girls, go hang. Don't invite me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
One, and I'm gonna tell you something about women. A lot of times y'all be thinking y'all friends, and y'all not friends like that. Point blank period. I done been invited to a setting where these supposed to be your friends, and these hoes shooting they shots at me. They shooting they shots at me through like visuals and shit like that. Like they looking at me trying to talk to me with their eyes and shit like that. Bro, I know when a motherfucker shooting they shot at me.
Yeah, for
period.
sure.
I'm a P. Been having shit like that going on. I know when somebody trying to shoot they shot at me on the one side of the game. I understand. And I be feeling like, man, keep your niggas separate from them type of settings. You feel what I'm saying? And if you neglect one or the other, neglect the friendship a little bit more than you, and especially if you with somebody you really want to be with.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like there's boundaries, like you said, there's certain boundaries that need to be in place. Like I know for a fact, a lot of people who want to bring their man around is one, you might not trust the nigga to be away from you where you can't see. I don't want to deal with none of that shit. I want to trust that you gonna govern yourself in a way that, hey, I don't want to have to micromanage you as a man.
Nah, for sure. But niggas make mistakes. Point blank.
They do. Women do too. So, but at the same time, it's just like I don't want one of them situations where it's like, damn, everything that I do, I need to have you here with me. Like if I'm with my girls,
y'all don't make them kind of mistakes though. Y'all don't. Y'all don't make them kind of. Yeah, just my personal opinion. Y'all don't make them kind of mistakes. If I get some pussy, some different type of shit, like, oh my God, I did. That's
right.
In my personal opinion, that's instinct. Different type of shit. Mm-hmm. You go get some dick, you probably done playing that out for a little second. That's just a fact. Like, just real life.
Women are more, we're going to be more strategic about some
y'all
shit.
fuck niggas y'all like and different type of shit. Like me, I ain't got to like the bitch, the bender spinner and go up in her. I'm trying to tell you.
Lord Jesus.
I ain't got to like her that much. You feel what I'm saying?
Women are definitely more like, it would have to be more of like an emotional connection type shit where it's not so much like that.
Spin you and go up in you without even knowing your name at one point in time in my life. At this time, it's shit different. But when I was a jit, tell you gonna catch hell. I'm gonna put the big one on you, and ain't gotta know you.
I was more promiscuous in my younger. I was definitely more promiscuous for sure. But I was also super hypersexualized at a young age.
From where that come from?
Older men.
That's your thing, huh? You love older niggas.
No, it wasn't even that I liked them at that time.
So
listen, take this. I grew up in church. There were
pedophiles in church.
A lot.
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm talking.
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk. Hey, I got the floor to do it.
Through the hood, just stop by to say what's up.
Hey.
Go ahead, though. Older man, what?
Wait, in a church, like I've had older men who, like, I developed mentally. I had titties at, like titties. Like I did not have
the big Mondo motherfucker, the Mondo burger motherfucker.
So I was not no flat chested girl. Like I was, kept lip gloss on. Shit that like an older dude would look at you and be like, oh yeah, she,
I'm glad you're talking about that because motherfuckers be having they 17-year-old daughters half naked and shit like that, and not thinking that niggas is gonna have an attraction to that. Like, make sure you be accountable for what they putting on. Like, facts.
There was
if she ain't grown.
There was a post that I cannot remember where I seen this shit, but it was talking about like how women, like how no, it was a conversation me and my homegirl was having. That's what it was. Like, for older men to see a younger woman, she got perkier titties. She, skin tighter. Like, she might just be
it's almost natural for him to have an attraction to it.
Because it's just like, this is what his first attractions
and
really
it's
were.
A woman thing to be like, oh, you're not supposed to be thinking that way anyway. You're a weirdo. Nah, you're not just supposed to have your ass out in front of me. It's an instinct for me to be attracted to that type of shit.
Yeah, now, to act on it.
And as a nigga with daughters, put some on. Trying to tell you, ain't no what the bam. Like, shit. Nightgown gotta be damn near to your feet. Going to bed, different type of shit. Like, I'm like that with my daughters. And you ain't finna be. And when they get older enough to bra and panties and shit, you're not walking around the house with that shit on. That shit dead. Point blank period. You got brothers and little cousins and shit like that where they don't understand how to control their sexuality quite yet. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can't be. That's the thing. I mean, that's another whole. There need to be a goddamn episode.
You can make that some shit. But yeah, so like I was just hypersexualized by older men, like who would look at me and be like, "Damn, you look like your mama." Like I do, like my mom.
Damn, you're not even understanding. They secretly want to fuck your mama. Don't got the opportunity to. So now they lusting over you a little bit.
Right. So it's just on some weirdo shit. I had older men. Like I had older men touch me at church.
Hey, I be telling motherfuckers, church, it's a lot of
it's
shit.
It's some wild shit.
Church, man. That's why I don't be in there. I'm one of them. I'm really of God. You know, I don't need to go in there to speak to him. Hell.
Talk to myself. Anyway, so yeah, I was just kind of over hypersexualized at a young age and thought the shit was almost cool. Like, you younger and you drawing attention of older men. Like, when you don't know better, that's some shit where you might be, I'm clouded up. Like, I got older niggas who want to get at me when whole time it's not that.
Same thing with men. When I was younger, I had older women, you know what I'm saying, on my heels and shit like that. And I thought I was a shit. Yeah. Shit don't mean nothing.
My cousin was
they
17.
Just old and out the game. All the niggas they age, they done ran through type shit and you don't know their history. Exactly. You fresh meat because you don't know their history.
That's really it.
That's how I end up wiping a hole. I'm trying to tell you.
It's both ways though.
Yeah. But though, the nation ain't playing around with that. You come to the mosque, hey man, cover that shit up because we want to the only beauty I better see is in your face. I don't want to see none of that other shit.
Because it also shifts your fucking focus away.
Yeah, for sure. That's a fact.
Makes sense. Yeah.
I'll come into the church with the cleavage out. Shorty, if you don't pull a titty out in the name of the Lord right now, please, for us. You feel what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's the whole, you got the whole come as you are mentality in church. Yeah. Come as you are, but they still gonna secretly judge you for coming as you are, regardless. Yeah. I forgot what the fuck we was even talking about, but being able to kind of just decipher genuine interest versus somebody just kind of like lusting after you kind of shit. You don't have that at a young age. You don't have that mentality. I
feel like older niggas that's into younger women anyway be looking for the manipulation game. Like, it's hard to explain what I'm saying. Like, hey, a woman, let's say if I'm a 40-year-old man, at 40, it's a lot of shit that women require, 40-year-old women require at 40.
Yeah.
And it's some niggas that be like, man, I don't want to deal with that shit. I'm finna go get me a 22-year-old
who can expect less of me.
Who I ain't got to do nothing but provide weed and
dick too.
Plain blank period. You feel what I'm saying? And I understand that. Like, niggas, Hey, man, that's where that shit be coming from. Niggas not wanting to step into the role that they should be stepping into.
Got
you know what I'm saying?
So you want somebody who's going to be a little bit more low effort.
That's going to require less effort from you, if that makes any sense. Yeah. I get that.
That's wild. But yeah, definitely to talk about that shit. The difference between women who entertain older men highly frowned upon. But in a lot of cases, community definitely have made it a thing for younger boys. It's more acceptable for younger boys to be fucking around with older women. It was almost like I don't want to say rites of passage, but essentially, like I think Boosie had came out with some shit like that. Like his little boy got his dick sucked by a grown ass woman. That shit is not.
I mean, shit. I mean, and then niggas will talk crazy about Boosie, but y'all ain't got nothing crazy to say about the grown ass woman who would do the shit for a little bit, for a couple dollars.
It's very. I'm more traumatized. It's not so much the boy. Like the little boy, he don't have no.
He's supposed to want some pussy at 16.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
He's not giving a fuck about the age.
Right.
But as a grown ass woman, I'm not putting no little boy's dick in my mouth.
I mean, that should have been the ill part for motherfuckers.
That's disgusting
y'all
for
skip
me.
that.
I
but
can't
in general,
skip that.
when motherfuckers talk about like molestation or rape or anything, like, damn, I don't know if you can say that on YouTube. My fault. Y'all know what I'm saying. I might say grapes or something like that. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say. When motherfuckers talk about molestation and shit, like, I think most people's minds automatically go to men.
Yeah.
When I know I know a lot of niggas, myself included, who was molested by women. You feel what I'm saying?
Sad, like that you don't have that same visibility, and it definitely happens to y'all.
Yeah, I want to say just as often as the other way around. I think
men and women.
Right, but what I'm saying is that our stigma is to look at it different. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I was young, letting an older woman fondle me and thought it was cool. You feel what I'm saying? On y'all end, y'all kind of taught to know that it ain't right. You feel what I'm saying? I think on our end, it ain't really a thing like that. Like, hey, I got me some motion. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just in general.
Or just you being exposed to shit. Because I've seen too much shit. Like, it could just not even be like my parents were not on that, like, where I could see shit that I wasn't supposed to see. But I might have talked to somebody or might have overheard some shit. And it made me curious about shit. I gave my first hand job in preschool. I remember this shit. White boy.
What?
Yeah. I remember.
Oh, nasty ass.
I was
nigga. You was an extra nasty ass nigga.
I remember this shit.
You perverted. You know that?
I was very perverted. Still got some perverted ways, but
I didn't know what a hand job was.
Preschool for sure. I remember that shit. I went to a Lutheran fucking yeah.
What's a Lutheran?
Like we had, like it was like a church that I went to.
Sound like a Lucifer.
Yeah, I was on Lucifer time in that motherfucker. Yeah, it was bad, but just being over hypersexualized, like being able to have these conversations. Like I don't have kids yet, but I see myself as a parent who will not be afraid to have these conversations with my sons, conversations with my daughters about just certain shit to be aware of, how to govern themselves, and just also the energy that you're attaching yourself to when you do certain shit.
Yeah, open dialogue is big.
It's so big. A lot of motherfuckers be scared to talk about shit. That's certain reasons why I didn't feel comfortable expressing certain shit to my mom, expressing certain shit to my dad, that I got into my fucking 30s to be like, what's gonna fucking happen to me if I share my truth, kind of a thing. You either gonna frown upon it, or you gonna love on me. If I've accepted the shit for myself already, there's not too much that you can do to make me feel bad about it. You can't shame me for a fucking thing that I accept about myself.
My mama taking it back to episode 1 when I told motherfuckers I love me a honest hoe. Straight up. What it ain't you? What can I tell you? Like, hey, at least you being you and you standing in your truth. You feel what I'm saying? Not to say that about you. I'm not saying that in general. I'm just saying I love honesty in general. I don't give a fuck what you done did. As long as you can stand up on it, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit.
But that's also not the space that society has created. It's created a more judgmental space where if you fall short in any kind of fucking way, motherfuckers point the finger like, oh, you heard what she did?
Which caused people to hide their truth.
Exactly. You know versus like the empowerment is you standing in your truth regardless of whatever a motherfucker gonna say. Because you're owning this yourself. And you know that ain't shit can happen to you about you accepting yourself aside from you being untouchable mentally. Yeah. And that be what motherfuckers really be scared of. Right. Like, I can't manipulate you mentally or I can't make you feel bad about yourself. Whole time, they feel bad about themselves and they just want to lower your vibration.
Facts.
Different story.
Facts. You
know?
Nah, everybody better learn how to stand in their truth, be they self. Stop trying to live a fucking facade, man.
Yeah.
You gotta live in your truth, man. All this shit ain't about nothing.
Yeah.
Trying to tell you, we here for a blink of an eye. I'm here for a goddamn
a day.
Man, when you get through,
yeah,
y'all better goddamn be you and enjoy shit. Enjoy your family. Love on the motherfuckers that love on you. Get rid of the motherfuckers that's fucking over you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And
take some time to learn yourself. We talk about loving yourself. A lot of people don't know themselves to even know what to love.
Yeah, for sure.
Motherfuckers don't even know what they like.
Society gonna tell you, and that one day you gonna look up and be like, man, all this shit's a fuck shit. I don't even really like this, or I don't, you know what I'm saying? Just in general.
Yeah. That's real shit.
For sure.
Real shit. You got anything else?
A lot more shit I can pop about.
Pop it.
On my mama, because motherfuckers don't even be understanding. I'm one of them one. No, I'm just playing. We can shout out your shit real quick before we get up out of here.
What shit?
Your socials and shit.
Oh, socials. You can find me on IG, Danielle, DANIELLE _ Alexandria. Put the IA in there, please.
On everything?
Everything. Yeah, Danielle Alexandria. I mean, they not finna add me on Facebook. I'm hidden anyway. But yeah. Yeah,
when you get through, one of them ones tell you, Kamaal the Goat on everything. Follow me. Hit them cash apps too, man. We got so much shit we need to do, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all help us out, goddamn.
For sure.
Donate to the show so we can goddamn get all this good shit popping.
We definitely got the cash apps linked in the bio description.
In the bio. Merch coming soon.
Big time.
For sure. The biggest ones. We gonna put that shit on. Have the fly shit for y'all.
Hell yeah.
What else would I want to say? Man, like, share, subscribe, bro. Run
comment,
the views up.
Comment,
please hit the like so we can get the motion going on.
Interaction
this shit.
Matters.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't just pause. Don't slide in my. I appreciate this though, so I'm not being an ungrateful one. Don't just slide in my inbox telling me how much you dig the episode. Comment on our social media platforms for visibility purposes. We appreciate you sharing how you feel about the podcast directly to us, but that helps for engagement. Comment on the YouTube videos. Comment on the IG videos. Like some shit up. Share the shit.
Yeah, all that shit.
Even if you can't support us from a monetary sense, there's a lot of things that you can do for free.
Oh, my mama. Don't be no haters. Share this shit, bro. We trying to go up. Also, motherfuckers want to goddamn come in. You got a small business or something, want to pop your shit, man. Hit us up in the DM. All that extra shit. This ain't that _pod on Instagram, all that extra shit. Just hit us up, reach out. We ain't gonna accept everybody, but we ain't gonna turn down everybody neither. Like shit.
For sure. This is a platform that you could be able to use and spread light, share love. That's what we gonna do.
If you hear any noise, it's just me and the boys. Get me. We out of here.